Welcome to the Creative Brew, helping you keep your creative juices brewing. We're giving out chunks of insight, motivation, and practicality for your creative journey. My next partner is Elevate Coffee Trading, and if you appreciate specialty coffee, enjoy outdoor adventure, and love helping elevate the lives of children around the world, then you're going to love Elevate Coffee Trading. Their mission is to extract hope through love, coffee, and adventures. There's free shipping in the United States, and every bag of coffee helps sponsor health and education for children in coffee-producing countries and in areas of need in the United States. You can use promo code ELEVATE21 on your next order, and you can follow their journey on social media at Elevate Coffee Trading. Or you can visit online at elevatecoffeetrading.com, and let's start extracting hope together. And this episode is brought to you by Boba Coffee, smuggling good vibes. Boba roasts their coffee beans each week and only offers the freshest coffee. They have espressos, lattes, cappuccinos, pour over, or drip coffee. You can try their cold brew coffee, nitro cold brew, or bulletproof coffee, and boba milk teas. They also have a wide assortment of delicious food. I would suggest you try the avocado toast, mimosas, wine, or beer. On the weekends, you can check out some great music like the Soto Six and food like Eliza the Shelf and others over the weekend, every Friday and Saturday, beginning at 6 p.m. You can check out everything they got going on Facebook and Instagram at Baba Coffee. A new episode of the Creative Brew, giving you insights on your creative journey. Today we have Kelli with Goblin Emporium here in beautiful Oceanside, California. We're actually here at another location. A lot of times I'm generally going to different coffee shops and definitely, supporting local businesses, local coffee shops. But today we're here at not Capicoe. We're here at Camp Coffee. That's another coffee company that I know, but we're at Camp Coffee here in Oceanside. So I've been rocking with them since they, started probably about 5 years ago. So Jason and the crew's always been good to me. So I wanted to share just a quick shout out to Camp Coffee that's here right on the corner of Cleveland Street. I call it Coffee Alley because there's so many different little coffee shops here. So but without further ado, I'm going to let Kelli sort of share her story. And I got a chance to sort of meet her about a week or so ago, just checking out the art gallery. And actually, my first time actually going up to Goblin Emporium. But Kelli will sort of share her story and about how she got everything started. So Kelli, without further ado, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you. Yeah, I have Goblin Shark Emporium on Coast Highway 109, South Coast Highway over by Banana Dang. It is a store sort of from artists for artists. We have local art, we've got a gallery. We also have like vintage and vinyl and new and used clothes and unique gifts and all sorts of things. So it encompasses a bit of everything.
Yeah.
But this is we're going on our 3rd year anniversary. It'll be May 1st. Very exciting. Yeah, I mean, I started because as a professional artist, I had been through a series of layoffs. Art jobs always get the axe first. So after the 3rd one in a row, which was during the pandemic, I was like, you know what, I'm not starting over again from the bottom or wherever, and then trying to like work your way up. And then after 3 to 5 years, getting the axe. So I decided to follow a dream I'd had, and so far it's been good.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I always count, especially anyone that starts a business here in Oceanside, especially my small businesses. I sort of count it almost like dog years. So it's like like 1 year equals like 7 years.
Wow. And I'd say physically and emotionally,
yes,
definitely.
yes.
Yeah. It's hard out there for small businesses, that's for sure, especially right now. But I don't know what our like secret sauce is that we're still kicking.
Yeah.
But I think we do provide a bit something different than most places in most stores in Oceanside. We provide a bit of the weird,
Yeah.
I call it a immersive art and shopping experience because you walk in there and the whole thing's covered in murals and art installations, like even the lighting, and it's just a fun place to be, a great vibe if you just want to walk in and escape the garbage of what's going on today or out in the world. It is just a different, slower, funner pace.
Yeah, that is funny you say that, because I know I went in there and I've seen it so many times. I'm like, I finally got in there and it was like almost like a little different little universe in there. Like I go in there, I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's definitely different. And I'll go around different art shops and then all the places that we have around here. And definitely Goblin Shark is different from everything that I've seen. Different vibe, and it's a good thing. I mean, it's I think what you have definitely fits a niche for the sort of the counterculture that's here in Oceanside. That's something that I've always sort of observed, even going to different art events, different art vendors. Like there is a specific sort of subgroup of people that they I don't know, they're artistic, but really they're sort of on the fringe of just different things, and it's always sort of cool to see them represented.
Yeah, we do like the wild and the weird.
Yeah.
More so than the usual. I don't know. I mean, we do sell also pictures of Oceanside and things like that. From
It's a different side of Oceanside.
But yeah. But we got some trippier stuff.
Yeah. So tell me, I mean, even and I've asked this with my guest before, like what was, and I know with the creative, especially in the creative field, it can be hard. What was that point? Obviously, getting laid off, but what was that point that made you decide, like, I just want to do my own thing? Like for you, I didn't know what that moment was.
Okay. Very honestly,
Yeah.
I had gotten laid off right before the holidays.
Okay.
And my partner and I had already booked a cabin in Idlewild. I'm wearing the shirt right now. And the cabin had been it was covered in murals by this artist, Nicholas Danger, who is a local artist in San Diego.
Okay.
And he's the one who does he did a mural in my shop
wow.
out front. And we have t-shirts based on the mural, and we have so much of his art. But that was when I first discovered him in Idlewild, and it's just this little artistic community that's super cool, very hippie vibes, and that holiday was filled with we'll say psychedelics. And maybe that was the epiphany that it helped unlock something that had been rolling around in my brain for a while.
Yeah.
And you do what you gotta do to help unlock those creative projects, juices, whatever.
Yeah. Sometimes you need a little enlightenment like that.
I mean, if you walk in the shop, we got lots of mushroom stuff, so you'll see there's definitely that vibe.
Yeah.
But I do say that we have been quoted as saying the shop was built on mushrooms and weed. And yes, that is a thing. That is accurate.
So with
we don't sell drugs though.
PSA,
We stopped trying to buy them from me. One of the shops in Idlewild that were a little sister store too, they also sell Nicholas Danger things.
Yeah.
They have a sign made that says, yes, we like drugs, but no, we don't sell them. And I'm like, hey, can I get one of those? Where'd you get that made?
Quick PSA, don't contact her for any psychedelics.
Bunch of narcs coming through the shop.
Yeah, I know.
Don't trust them.
So right now, I mean, so you've got Goblin Shark Emporium. What was, for you, getting in contact with all these vendors? Did you already have relationships with a lot of the artists? Or is it, okay.
I'm an artist as well, and I've been doing the street fairs and art markets for years. Yeah. So I had a whole slew of them under my belt. And also I was for years I was the artist or the vendor coordinator for Punk Rock Food Drive.
Okay.
And so I used to wrangling vendors and artists, and I just sort of reached out to a bunch of them I already been working with, and was like, you want to sell your stuff in the shop here and get involved. And then we also have the gallery that changes out every month, and right now we're doing all themed group shows. Mm-hmm. So this month was all cryptid themed art, Bigfoot and Mothman, and then next month's gonna be all sculptural. Each month's a different theme. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so lots of different artists involved and getting new ones all the time. People just walk in and want to, have their stuff in the store. We also have on our website, which is goblinsharkemporium.com, a gallery inquiry form. So fill that out if you want to get in the gallery. But yeah, just already knew a whole bunch, and I've now since met a whole bunch more. And we're a fun little tight community.
That's good. Good deal. Good deal. So what's been the for you? I mean, it has the starting the galleries, has that been a good experience? Or I didn't know if there's things like, hey, we like how we did the setup, maybe we can change some things. I didn't know if you were always sort of like thinking, how can we sort of make each experience better?
Well, it did start with, we're going on the third year now. So for most of them, they were like a single artist for the gallery, but that only gives you, 12 artists a year. So I figured group shows is more inclusive to everyone. You get more people out there, different styles and all sorts of stuff. So that's been a thing that has definitely evolved. And then we do the first Saturday of every month is the opening reception for the gallery from 5 to 8 p.m. And that is a really fun event. The artists are there, their family and friends, and we have like drinks and snacks and stuff, and it's a fun time. Well, after hours thing.
Cool. And then you got the craft. Was it the craft
night? The third Saturday of every month is our drink and craft night. So that is that one's a ticketed event. It's a limited space. We do it in the back of the shop, and it's $25 a ticket, and all the supplies and all the drinks are included. And we do a different craft each month. This probably not in time, but this Saturday we're upcycling thrift store paintings. So if you've seen that stuff online where people like paint into a painting and put like a Yeti walking through a snowy scene or something, like we're gonna be doing stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Any specific mediums, or is just anything goes?
For the other craft nights, we've done all sorts of different things. We've done collage night, and then super specific stuff like upcycled mushroom garland for the holidays, which were made out of like egg crates or dehydrated oranges.
That's cool.
We've done these like for Halloween one year. We did these like skeleton hands that hold. It's like call them spooky sconces, because it's like a skeleton hand that holds like a candle or whatever you want, and you like put it on the wall. But we've done a bunch of different things, and it's it's for all craft experience levels. I will help you out in any way in the drink and craft night. It's very fun. It's more like a almost say like adult art class, but really loose, more like
so
therapy almost.
So I wouldn't bring my kids. No kids for this. Or...
Yeah, they're not gonna get to drink. We'll have water or maybe LaCroix or some soda, for them. But everyone else is drinking, so it does get loose.
Another quick shout out. We are here. I'm here with Kelli. We are here at Camp Coffee here in Oceanside, California, right off the corner of Cleveland Street. So if you get a chance, please check out Camp Coffee. They're actually going with their seasonal drinks right now, so they've got some different drinks. I'm always getting either the iced mocha or Camp Mocha or one of those. But get a chance to check out some of the merch they have. Desserts, treats. They got bagged up coffee.
Grilled cheese.
Yep, grilled cheese too. If you're a grilled cheese lover, which I know half of Oceanside is, swing by, check out the grilled cheese. It's actually really good. But get a chance, just check them out, and you can go to Instagram at Camp Coffee. I think it is Camp Coffee, and check out everything else they have going on. So just another quick shout out. So we're here with Kelli, and so she's been sharing her story, and talking about Goblin Emporium. I'm sorry, Goblin Shark Emporium, and the gallery. So right now, like, what for you, like, what? Obviously, I know being a business owner, I know you've got a lot of things to juggle. But for you, like, what keeps you inspired? I mean, I know you're an artist and then a business owner too. What keeps you going every day?
A lot of things. Like now that I have so many like local artists and vendors in the shop. Like I got to keep going for them too.
Yeah.
Because so many places are closing down. It's wild and upsetting, but I mean, I feel responsibility to stay alive in this, you know, economic situation. I guess it's upsetting, but to provide all the fun and weird stuff that we do. It is a lot of work, but it's fun. And but I mean, you get stuff at our shop that you really don't find anywhere else. Whether it is like a one-of-a-kind piece from a local artist or just a crazy t-shirt that, you know, you won't see many places carrying. We are a very inclusive shop. And so we cater to everyone, but most places around here, you won't find a t-shirt with a frog on it that says, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm gay. That is one of our top sellers. Just got it restocked. Those go fast.
Yeah, I know. I just got the cryptid. So I hadn't tested it yet. Tested it out yet, but I want to test it out. But it's cool design.
Then go inside somewhere where it's darker and it'll definitely be glowing. It's a Cryptozoology Trekking Society t-shirt. It's got like all the cryptids on it and it glows in the dark. It's also a bestseller.
And I'm a big fan of like Bigfoot and everything else. So my wife can't stand because I'm always watching like Ancient Aliens and everything, like the unexplained. Like I love that stuff. Like I wish I can go like Bigfoot hunting. But
Squatching.
They call it squatching. Okay. So for you right now, I mean, so obviously, you know, showing up for others is definitely paramount. You know, and that's something that you actually bring up a really interesting topic, because that's something that I've talked to my wife a lot about, and sort of, you know, running the podcast and being in contact with so many different artists and businesses, and you see a lot of people sort of closing down. For you, like, what do you feel like supporting local is like? And I just got the sticker. I got the sticker, so I wanted to put it up on my car, and because I'm a big, you know, advocate for that. But even for you, like supporting local, what would supporting local for you like feel like? Like, what would that be?
Well, for the shop, the majority of our products and art is all from like local vendors. There's also like the 2 t-shirts we just mentioned. They're from independent brands. They are not local, but they are great. And but the majority of what is in the shop is from local artists. So it helps keep, you know, it helps keep our community going. It keeps the, you know, your dollars in our community. And I mean, that's like, I am local. I've been living in Oceanside for over a decade now. But so it's like you want to put your money into our local economy to keep it alive, as opposed to buying, you know, things on Temu. Fast fashion things. That's not good for anyone or the world. If you've seen those beaches full of fast fashion clothes, like there's literally just garbage piles up there all over the world. It's messed up. So we do have like modern and vintage secondhand clothing, and that is from a local consignment person. And so buying secondhand clothes is a great way to help just basically everything, climate, you know, economy, all that stuff. No tariffs on secondhand.
That's a plus. That's a plus.
And then the same thing with like we have vinyl records, and those are all from local consignment people as well. Some of them are local DJs or musicians. And so you're keeping your money, helps go to like stay in the arts, basically.
Yeah, it definitely helps upcycle everything.
And anything that we can't use, like if it's like vinyl's too messed up, we upcycle it into a cool bowl or an art piece, you know. So we're all about upcycling and recycling everything.
Good deal. That's cool. So right now, so we'll go through even like what for you, and I'd actually just had a blank there, and I had the question. I know what it was. So something I've been asking all my guests. If you had a chance to sort of go back and maybe talk to maybe your younger self or maybe your inner child, like what would you tell her?
Well, inner child. Well, I mean, you will always be weird. Don't try and tamp that down. Let that weirdness, stay with you. It's very much a part of who you are. But also, if you are doing one thing in your 20s and you don't feel like it's where you're meant to be, or you have a goal you haven't reached yet, like just stick with just keep trying for it, but it may take longer, like it may take longer, which no one wants to hear. But at the same time, all those jobs that I got laid off from, I also was getting like matching 401k. So I have like a decade of these jobs that weren't the best, but helped me to then open the shop later.
That's cool.
So sometimes you got to stick with the not so great to get to where you need to be, but when you need to be there.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't jump on something early if you're not prepared,
That's true.
Your dreams.
Yeah. That's true. I think you bring up something really cool is like not pushing down your weirdness.
Oh yeah.
Because even I know even when I was smaller, like I've always loved like comic books and sci-fi and all kinds of weird stuff. But obviously you go into like middle school, high school, you get put into certain peer groups and it's uncool to like be a nerd, which now is sort of reversed now. People are like, hey, it's cool to like anime and comic books and sci-fi and everything. So yeah, I you definitely bring up a good point, like not pushing down your weirdness. And that's something, my little niece and nephews and they love drawing and sort of creating things. And I was like, I just want them to just express themselves. Like, don't feel like you have to put yourself in any kind of box.
Yeah.
And that's actually something I've been telling them actually with me coaching. I coach a lot of adults, and that's really been the big thing is like telling them like to get back to like having that playfulness, being creative, being imaginative. We had all those abilities, and when we were younger, and obviously things hit us, life hits us sometimes, and you have those lucky few that's still able to create art and still stay in that space. But I told them like figure out ways of like getting back into that space.
And honestly, that is like kind of what the drink and craft night is about.
Yeah.
Because everyone could use just a you come back from lunch, you go to art class like in school, and throw a smock on. That is great. That you really need these like arts and crafts like injections every once in a while to just sort of get your inner creativity out.
Yeah.
And just do whatever you feel like, whether that's collage or paint, or you want to just glue some stuff onto something else and make a weird sculpture out of it. Do it. It's fun. Glue something into a, something you buy at the thrift store.
Yeah.
Paint it or whatever. I do that all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. That was how I started, even my little art journey when I was younger was my mom had me like learning how to do like paper maches and collages. Like that was how I started out. And
recycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's actually sort of cool because I sort of kept that sort of textured collage styles, even going into a lot of my design work now. Like I still sort of go back to a lot of the things that my mom had showed me when I was younger. So it's always cool, like sort of keeping your roots, but just staying true to yourself. I've had a lot of artist friends that they went through high school or college with me, and then stuff happened and they just stopped drawing or stopped creating. And I know I've said it before, even on podcasts, is like you have to figure out ways of like expressing your creativity, because it spills out in some kind of negative way. If you don't express who you are, it will spill out. And if
you started out drawing, you can try something else. Try like sculpting or whatever, paper mache, painting. Like you don't have to stick to the one thing you did.
Yep,
that's around.
Yep, that's the truth. So creative tips. What is a creative tip or tips that you can share with our audience?
Well, okay. Everyone or every artist, and I was just going through this with one of my artists who's like in the shop and always in the gallery. And it's something I fight with myself. Every artist is their worst critic.
Oh.
Man, just let it go. Just, I mean, don't be so hard on yourself. Nothing will ever be done. No project will be finished if that is what you continue with. But if you look at it through not your own eyes, like other people are amazed by what you can do, you know? And to you, maybe you're just like, oh, I just hot glued some crap on there, you know, but like whatever, like do whatever you want. That's a big one that everyone fights with. But other than that, like just take some time to, you know, keep some coloring books around, like adult coloring books. There are plenty of those. Like even if you're just doing like a little, just coloring whatever, some coloring books. I mean, like it's fun and it helps get that sort of creative juice out. There are plenty of like little paint by numbers kits and stuff you can get for adults. You've sold all these things in the past, you know, like you just gotta get that creative energy out, you know?
Yeah.
And it's healing. Feels good. It's like, you know, art therapy, honestly.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Those are some great tips. Those are things where, definitely doing more therapy. You know, obviously, you know, and doing more art therapy, but anything like that, you know, I feel like soothes the soul.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great. I mean, that's something that's needed. I know even with, you know, school and education, a lot of that stuff is starting to start to push out the arts, which, you know, that could be a conversation for another time, but it's hard. So, you know, definitely having places like yours and others that's providing, you know, outlets for people to go in there and be weird.
Oh yeah.
And so that's always cool. That's good. So even, you know, before we sign off here, you know, what are some sort of ending words of wisdom that you could share before we sign off?
Yeah, just follow your weird. I mean, listen to your inner child, I guess. Your inner little weird child. Yeah. Like don't tamp that down.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope this is helpful information.
Oh yeah. I'm sure.
I did just recently bring in a whole bunch of, like, I had basically all of Hunter S. Thompson's books, if you know who that author is, like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Really, psychedelics have been a thing, a thing in my life. But like one of his quotes that I always, even if you don't live by his guidelines, one of his quotes was always, "When the going gets weird, the weird turns pro." So like if you just stick with your weirdness, like you'll find your niche. You'll be able to, like, you know, find whatever it is that you know makes you happy. And like, if it's a business that involves just weird stuff, sure, great. I hope that's helpful.
Oh no, that's helpful. I mean, I think people need to hear that sometimes, and that's been the biggest thing. Like I'll talk to a lot of different artists and creators, or just people that reach out to me, and you know, they have an ideal for something, but I was like, I don't want to put it out, or maybe, you know, it's something completely different that, you know, they've never done before. Maybe people associate them with a certain style or so. And so, it's just one of those where, like, just put it out there. Yeah.
I mean, I'm very much like an ADHD artist. I never stick with the same thing, or I'll do something until I get bored of it. Yeah. And then I switch to a completely different medium. Yeah. And that's just, you know, that's what I do. But if you're known for one thing and that's what you're, you know, your fan base or whoever knows you for, that's maybe a different scenario. But you can do whatever in free time that you're not.
That's true.
You know, professional muralist or whatever.
Yeah.
I did want to say though, May 1st will be our 3-year anniversary. Yes. Very exciting. The 3rd is going to be the opening reception for our Sculptural Gallery. That'll be 5 to 8 p.m. We're going to have like raffles. We're going to have all sorts of fun stuff because it is the anniversary. We're going to be doing sales and all sorts of fun stuff. So that whole week will be kind of like our little Goblin Shark week. Oh,
awesome. Awesome. Well, be on the lookout for that. So it'll be a lot of things, and please go by and like support. Share your love of Goblin Shark. Even if you got to share it out, make a post. Obviously, it's always good to go in there, buy some merch, buy some art,
buy a sticker.
But you know, it takes 0 cents to go to their page and follow them, share out what they're doing, share out some of the things they've got going on.
100%.
It's at zero energy. You take more energy, more energy to go on Netflix and try to find a movie that you don't,
That can take like an hour
Yeah.
to find a movie you actually want to watch.
Yeah, I mean, in less time than that, you can go on there and hey, hit the love Goblin Shark and share it out. So, Kelli, thank you for swinging by.
Thank you for having me.
So it's awesome. And now you're part of the Creative Brew community. So now, hey, anytime you got something, an event or anything else like that, we're sharing it out.
Oh,
so,
thank you.
You're part of the family now. So, but yeah, anything else that before any kind of shout outs or anything before we sign off?
I mean, shout out to all of my local artists that, you like Nicholas Danger's work, I got it. If you like Aigato, I got his stuff. He did the mural on the back of the shop. We got so many well-known local artists and less known, but and they're all different styles and yeah. And then Crimson Collective, she does the consignment clothing. She's got great style. We've got stuff for like festivals. We've got stuff, all sorts of different styles. There's Western, there's, psychedelic, there's all sorts of things.
Cool. That's awesome. Well, hey, this has been another great episode. Different ways of supporting the show. You can go to www.buymeacoffee.com/The Creative Brew. And for the price of a cup of coffee, you can support this show. Also, too, if you're interested, I've had people come to me, if you're interested in our weekly shout outs post, or even putting your brand on the video show. We got packages for that too as well. Just send me a DM if you're interested, but just different ways of supporting the show and supporting local businesses like Kelli's, as well as other art organizations and everybody that's doing incredible things. I definitely, this show is a platform for others and to promote and highlight what things that Kelli's doing with Goblin Shark, as well as just other organizations around here and businesses here in the area. And we have to support local. So, they're falling by the wayside. So, now's your chance. So you can't sit there and cry about it on social media. Go out and do something about it.
Yeah, before they're gone.
Yeah. Yep. So, but that's what I got today. That's my PSA. But thank you again for Camp Coffee for hosting this. They've always been cool. I've always enjoyed, just coming in and enjoying the vibe. Thank you, Jason and Gigi for for allowing me to come in here and record. So if you get a chance, swing by. They're open from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. And go by, check it out, get a t-shirt, get a coffee mug, grab some coffee, grab some desserts, get some grilled cheese, whatever you're feeling like. So you can check them out on Instagram, and they're on Facebook too as well. So another coffee shop to help support. But other than that, this has been me. This has been Kelli, and this is the Creative Brew. Be creative, stay inspired. We gotta come together now, cause I had enough. The time is now, there'll never be another one. It's the second lap time.